We'll start with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, well, we get to start out with opening the bids for demolishing the buildings on Main Street here. That's what we'll start with. Andrew. Andrews. Yeah. Andrew. He's the big dog on this opening.
So the first bid is from Love Excavating.
What is it?
Love Excavating. That's
Love.
Okay. That bid is for $44,750.
They specify what they'll do and everything to them.
Well, after this, after the opens, we'll.
Then we can go.
Okay.
Yeah, see if they're responsible
Yeah,
responsive.
it looks like one letter there.
Yeah, but it says it includes the demo of the 4 buildings and disposal of the 4 buildings, but does not include asbestos abatement, rock excavation, permits or bonds, and testing.
Okay.
You know, guys, expenses.
The second bid is from Lechner's out of Jasper, Indiana.
What was that again?
Lechner's,
Lechner.
L-E-C-H-N-E-R.
Man, I didn't butcher that.
I didn't either.
Let's see. I believe that the base price is $64,215. And it looks like they've also included with theirs W-9 and certificate of liability insurance, I believe.
Okay. And that's taking care of everything too, or are you gonna speak of that after we?
After we get all these done,
Okay.
I think we need to do
The
an
deeper dive.
abstract,
Yeah.
right? And then whatever timeline that's decided, we'll get that. I can compile it, try to put everything in there. And questions, you all need to be able to look at it. And if you have questions, I guess there's a time for that where we could go ask that clarifications. But that's what I was gonna touch on after this. We need to probably talk a hard time after this.
Yeah.
We gave them deadlines no later than April 1st. Do we need to change that a little bit, or get it, up
Right.
our timeline to make sure we can meet it and give them the opportunity to get it done?
Absolutely.
Okay. The next bid is from TD Land Management.
He probably gave you 2,
Yeah, it looks
based on haul away asbestos,
Okay.
and also if you could use the local clean, if it's clean brick over here at Banks's, right? Just all of them got that same talk from me, like, hey, this guy's local, but if it has asbestos, you gotta take it up there.
So I don't know. So there's one bid, sealed bid proposal 1 of 2 is for $182,447.50, and it has a scope of work that includes mobilization of heavy equipment, utility coordination, complete structural demolition of existing structures, removal of interior slabs, foundations, and concrete wall, loading, hauling, and legal disposal of all demolition debris at Velpen Disposal Facility, the haul-in of compactable fill, backfill and compact foundation basement areas with 6 inches of surrounding site elevations, and haul in and spill roughly 6 inches of topsoil on all disturbed areas. So that's the first bid and kind of the scope of what they're doing with that. The second proposal is $126,522.50. And I mean, I'm just kind of eyeballing this, but it looks like it might be different in that it says it's going to use the existing bricks, concrete foundation, and concrete walls as compactable fill for the basement area.
That's gonna be sinkholes all the time.
No.
He's also talking about he also tracking if we really clean this without having to haul them to Belton. That's,
But that's still,
So it'd be the
that
one
ain't
hundred.
good,
Sinkholes
that
and
ain't good.
everything.
The backfill.
No, we don't, no.
No bricks backfill.
That's pretty clear then. And go with
I'll
it.
go X that. Go vote for me on that one.
Then fourth bid is from J.A. Schroyer. They're out of Muncie, Indiana.
Schroyer.
Schroyer, Schroyer. I assume that's how you say it there. And for a phase 1 inspection and sampling, mobilizing and setting gates, demolition of all 4 structures, separate and haul to certified landfill, cat basement drains and sewer laterals, and backfill with clean brick. Their quote is $68,375 even.
Clean back.
Clean brick.
Said
now here's,
backfill
when they
basement.
both, I told them all the same thing. They came and said, hey, can we put clean brick back in there in the hole in the bottom? So I don't know, see why not, but if not, something for you guys. That's where the clean brick, when you
Okay.
dump it over Banks's.
I
Right.
understand clean brick, but still, yeah, it'll suck if you don't get in there. If you don't put them in there square, just,
You can never build on top of it.
But then it's just something, again,
Sinkholes all the
to
time.
discuss and tell them as a
Yeah.
follow-up
Yeah.
clarification.
Yeah.
Hey, this is,
Yeah.
clean brick is out, or putting it in the hole is out. And,
Yeah.
right, but the big difference for like that guy TD, you know, the nearest place that accepts asbestos, at least in Indiana, is Belton, 3-hour turnaround. I don't know if there's anything over in Owensboro, but then crossing the river, is there rules and stuff for that, you know, that's something they'd have to figure out. But
So now that we have
most
this-
of it is hallway.
Right.
I
And
know the
equipment.
sheriff's department, when they took those out in, it had to go to Evansville. It wasn't no other place around. It went to Evansville.
Yeah, I know, there's a place in Belton that only got, and they know, they're supposed to accept it, I don't know, they're calling that like the treasure area.
Oh, which one's the left?
Love.
There's a landfill out there on 64, where you get all the Johnson too, they're calling that Belton.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can have it,
that's
that's
a
in
big
the
one.
part
and
discussion.
they're supposed to,
I guess
but the
It could be Belton.
Belton one is the one you take
Yeah.
asbestos in
Asbestos in
Uh,
case they have.
With the place out of
Oh,
Jackson.
yeah. I'm sure they
They
closed
didn't,
that one
I
down.
need to see what.
I'd say the fire 90% chance.
So that all being said, so what Sam's talking about, can we now, now that we've opened these bids, can we now have meetings with all of these and ask for clarification of what they've got?
What I propose here is we take all this stuff and I put together an abstract, like each in the column, this is what they offer, what they don't offer.
Mm-hmm.
You all get a copy of it as soon as possible, and then questions or clarifications should come from that, and we could reach out
Yep.
and say, hey, no bricks at all in the backfield. What's that do? Give them a chance to like say, yes, okay, I'll do it, I don't do it, I don't know if that works that way.
But the key thing is that everybody got to bid on the same specifications.
Mhm.
So we can't come back necessarily and say, okay, well, what if you take that part of it off? That wasn't part of what we were asking for in the bid.
Right.
I would suggest you take their advisement, obviously, so that you can look through what they're actually
What
going to
they've said.
give you and say if they're responsive to what you asked for. So, like, if our you know, our bid, you know, our proposal said this or that, and they did not agree to that, or if people haven't provided necessary financial liability or things like that that make us feel comfortable, then that goes into deciding who is the lowest responsible bidder. But you can't go back and say, well, your bid says this, you know, what if you took that out?
Clarify that, right? Like the backfill, because it doesn't really stipulate how to backfill it, it just says backfill.
Yeah, but
So-
did you have something in the paper, or when we discussed it that last time, and you had it all rolled out the way we wanted it?
Yeah, but it didn't say anything about what
It just said
what
backfill.
backfill.
Well, I said, we need to cut down at least the edges all the way around, at least 3 feet, if it's a brick wall. I'm figuring it's probably a brick wall, and I said at least 3 feet down, and whatever falls in the hole then, I said it'd be okay, but not backfill it with brick.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't in the paper, it was just backfill.
Okay.
Backfill the hole. Right, make backfill with everything with dirt or, well, they didn't specify what to backfill it with, right? That would be the clarification part.
Yeah, I mean, you could go and ask them and say, listen, our bid said backfill. What are you proposing to do for your backfill?
And we don't want brick.
And if they said our proposal is brick, then you can reject that bid and say it's not responsive because we said backfill and that's not acceptable backfill.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Acceptable anywhere.
No.
it just
Depends on what you use it for.
the thing is, I think you can go and get
Yeah.
clarification from
Property,
bids.
Yeah.
If we're unclear about what we're going to use,
If you don't want to use it to put something.
we just got to be careful that no one is saying, hey, I'm going to go to you and say,
Like behind the collar.
now that you know what the bid is,
Yeah.
you know, if you cut this part out,
As
it's
long
the
as
lowest
it's
bid
green.
now, you're good.
House
You
now,
know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd be okay with it.
I think that
We would have holes.
lay them all out with this,
I would
and
think so.
those specific questions, but the question would be posed just the one, and it goes to everyone.
Yeah, I think definitely get
Equal
the
across the
abstract in
board.
front of us to see
Yeah.
what.
And I'll try to put that together as soon as possible and get to you. And then, again, if we ask one question to one, say, that question goes out to every one of them. Whatever question you have, should go to a blanket. It's not an individual.
Like that first one said they don't deal with asbestos, right?
Yeah, so they're.
So
Yeah,
they're,
that right there, automatically.
Yeah.
because we don't know if there's asbestos in there or not.
Yeah, we specifically asked for that in our
Yeah.
paper, right? I mean, that was what we knew that we were asking for.
And to me, again, there's a big difference between the two estimates we got and then the prices. I'm just wondering what they all are considering, included. Because there's a big discrepancy,
Yeah.
Did that Lechner say what they would backfill it with? I'm sure I can shoot it for now.
I don't know.
We'll just go, yeah. It'll be something that, that abstract will, after we go through it, we can make that decision, because it seems like.
Things that weren't discussed though, each one came through here, and the ones that looked at it, sidewalks, I'm sure we want to keep sidewalks, they're trying to keep them, but if they break them, things like that weren't touched on in the letter. The power lines, some of them mentioned in there, the electric lines running through right in front of the building, they got to be taken down. Luckily, those lines only go to the sign shop and the boat dock. Alright, so it's not gonna affect nobody, we can roll them up for a couple of days. Road closures, they asked about 66, how much can we get? And I said, well, I know a couple people I can ask, but I don't know what that is. But we get to that point, how far,
That's after you get the.
after, but those are the things that everybody's
We're
asking,
not gonna
right?
close 66 to work on it.
We're not close it, but how
We're
much
not
can
gonna-
we block off, like, we got that one
Scoot
lane
out.
blocked off, and then for the day that they're bringing it down, just in case, hey, just,
Maybe have to stop on both sides
Yeah.
of traffic.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
that'd be
that's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, we'll get that.
That's
That'd
after.
be easy.
Yeah,
I would assume.
but let's, as far as like, tell them, hey, this has got to be done this way, I tell you right now, I've never done one of these before, so, as far as backfilling and bricks, I don't know that.
Mhm.
So I said, yeah, I don't care,
Yeah.
that's what I told them, but I said, I gotta ask the council.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, I don't think it'd be a good idea.
No.
Blocks and concrete blocks and stuff like that there would probably be worse, of course. And slabs of concrete definitely worse. Bricks I ain't dealt with much, so.
You're still gonna have those air
I
holes.
say
There's
no.
gonna be error, you know, there's gonna be some.
Especially if you're building on it.
If
And
you're
then,
gonna
you
build
know,
on it,
a couple of the
yeah.
later guys, the
And then
original
there's
guys asked that, but the later guys like, you know what, you don't wanna build on it if there's bricks down there.
And
So,
plus
okay, well,
It still ain't gonna be ours, nothing's gonna be ours over there.
one of them.
Huh?
One
Well,
of
yes,
them.
that one spot, yeah, that one, what, 40 feet spot or whatever it is.
Yeah, I feel it end up being the town for real, we're gonna have to work out a lot more.
I think it's easy enough, no brick backfill. Just
Yeah.
Say that's the bottom line, and
Yeah, I'd say.
an adjustment to the letter, to everybody, hey, it won't be no backfill, is that a change your quote?
Oh, it's gonna
change all of them. Probably drastically.
But I don't think
Except
it'll
for
change,
TD.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll change this too much.
No,
Which one's
he's the
that?
only one that,
TD,
he's the only one that really put everything in there that.
Oh,
needed
and
to hear.
yeah, he put the backfill and we X'd that one out.
No, he had two.
That's what I'm saying, I X'd that one out.
Yeah, yeah.
The lowest bid,
Mhm, yeah.
the backfill bid.
Yeah.
but he
But
also,
he doubled and tripled two of the other ones.
They're backfilling
But he-
bricks,
Yeah,
now they have to do
We have
rock
one,
and dirt.
but he's also, I know him for sure is tracking, he can take, if he can't backfill it here, to take it down the road to Banks's,
Right.
if it's clean brick.
Clean brick.
Yeah.
And I think that is included in that 126, honestly.
Yeah.
But the others, I can't say for sure.
yeah. Yeah, we'll just need to read through those documents and I guess reconvene and make that decision. We actually get to look through it. So, how do we wanna do you guys wanna make copies of those and just look them over on our own for now? And then that way, whenever he comes up with the abstract, then we can be ready to talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather look through.
That way you can look at them,
I
and
would
then
love
the
to, yeah.
abstract would be kinda like a grading sheet.
Yes.
So you can come here and say, they have this
So I
and
think we
this.
do that. When do we, obviously we need to reconvene pretty quickly on that. So,
What can you do on that?
I mean, the next meeting's gonna be rolling around in 3 weeks. Can we just wait for that or what?
The next thing would be
Maybe we
like
press
the
the time on everything.
Hopefully by the end of this week, I mean, a couple of days,
So what do we, or do we make a special meeting?
I think we need to get this taken care of as soon as we can.
the copies, you guys, you wait around and get them tonight before you leave.
Yes, well, we're gonna go ahead and take looks of those.
And then
Sure.
the abstract don't have to be ready until that meeting, so to speak, right?
Right,
So when can you have those
Yeah.
abstracts then?
Well, I mean,
you have it Monday,
Yeah.
I'm planning on.
Well, we
Y'all
can
do
just,
the Monday.
we can just, wait till you figure out how busy you are the next couple
I'll
of
get
days.
it done.
So you
If
still
you wanna
gonna
do it
ask
Monday.
these two others yet? Two, or we're just gonna go with the one? What are you talking about?
Just move the meeting up a
That's
week
not-
and-
Any
in 2
questions, I
weeks.
go back out to everybody.
If that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, look at them, you come up with any questions about it,
Yeah,
just
okay.
like, hey, we need clarification, or
You know,
on this,
I just hate to just.
write it down, and we will
move the
add
regular
that
meeting.
and
Just
send
2
them out.
weeks from now?
Well, we
Yeah,
definitely
maybe
need to
I'll
know
write it down
what,
if that's
what
cool with
extra
you guys.
cost is it to take all the brick out.
Yeah.
I mean, few ain't gonna hurt.
What's
And
that?
it's the bottom,
Yeah.
don't try to dig every little brick out
So
there.
it's
Yeah, we'll get with that.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
March 9th.
What's that, Dakota?
So, thinking about just moving our regular meeting up a week, so we don't have to do anything. I mean, that way we can talk
2
about
weeks
it.
from now?
Yeah, so March 9th.
Okay.
Andrew,
Are you free so that's the next question. Are you free that day?
I would not be, generally have Monday meetings, the first, second, third Mondays.
Okay, because I knew you were on the school, that's the
Yeah.
first, or is
Yeah,
that the
second,
second?
it's
That's
the
the second, so that'd be the same day, so we go
Yeah,
10th.
the next day.
I mean, if we did it earlier,
I was gonna say, I mean, you got.
I can do the
I know
10th.
you'll be done.
10th on a Tuesday.
You can do the 10th,
Mhm.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Is that okay with? Well,
So that's,
Earlier?
Oh, either time's fine. No, I was saying
It's up to you.
earlier, if we did the 9th, I could try to get the school
Right.
board.
Yeah.
in.
Go over
But if the 10th,
Okay, you
it's,
can go.
if the
I mean, I
10th
could
is just a little
go
time, it'd be fine.
so that is,
5:30.
yeah.
It's easy to work on.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's gonna be our new meeting day.
Okay.
If it's a-
For our,
Even-
everything, we're gonna make a
We're
decision, we're gonna come
The
ready.
decision will be out on the
It'll
10th.
be, we can have an
And I'll have
early
time to
day,
get questions and
5:45.
clarifications between now and then, okay.
So we can have the discussion, executive meeting at 5:45.
Okay.
And then our regular meeting start at 6
Okay, so 5:45 is when we,
on the Tuesday, the 10th, March the 10th. I think that would be the best option. That way we can have our executive meeting discussion and then we'll make the decision at the meeting. Have that on the agenda as well. So. Okay, well that's good. Let's go ahead and move on. We'll, can I get somebody to approve the last regular meeting minutes?
I'll give you a motion to approve.
Can I get a second? Alright, all in favor? Motion carries
We
5-0.
need to make a.
I was thinking you
motion
should probably go ahead and make a motion to table
Take it
the
under
bids and
advisement.
take them under advisement until the next meeting.
Can I get a motion to table the bids and for discussion?
I'll make a motion to table the bids and take them under advisement for discussion.
I guess second.
I'll second it.
All in favor on that? Vote carries 5-0 for tabling the bids. Thank you.
Sure. I'll compare them to the, yeah.
Next up, department reports.
Alright, you'll have to see in front of you, not the faded colors is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
We did have a rotometer at the water plant, wasn't pushing chlorine correctly. Rotometer is how we gauge how much chlorine we kick into the system. We had to go, we kind of did some cleaning around, cleaned some of the tubing and whatnot. We couldn't get it to seal, so it kept going up and down. So we just closed it off and ordered a new one. I just got it in today, put in there. And what this is about this big, only $600, right? And then 2 days after that, had a gasket on the same side bust, sending water, chlorinated water into the system, which shot water all over our chlorine room, which ruined our scales that we have. So right now we're gauging how much chlorine we put in just by how much is what we test for, but I can't see how much is going in. I mean, I see how much we're pushing in, but they don't tell me how many pounds of chlorine we use a day. I got new scales in there. I just got in today also. That was only $3,500. Right. So, but this week we will get those in. I need Robbie to help put them in, so we have them ready to go. If you want to see them, they're inside there. We're going to do our next hydrant flushing 19 to 24 April. That's Sunday to Friday, all nights again. We're going to do it twice this year. Try to get the lines and keep them cleaner and keep that black stuff down, or the manganese out. And we also got the CCRs to do the consumer credit, or the consumer report, right, for the water. It goes out annually. I just got the email saying it's due. One other thing is, I put it in here earlier, our water audit is due. We need to get, when we see Commonwealth probably Monday down here, I'm going to tell them they need to probably come to the meeting and do the paperwork, because they're the ones who do it for us all the time, every 2 years. Street lights. I haven't seen any street lights got fixed, but it's hard to tell. I don't see them at night. There may be some on 66 that got updated. They're changing poles around, and that pole, maybe they got a new light. But I created a new tracking mechanism for this spreadsheet. It's going to track every street light in town, pole number and location, old or new light, and their pole number and or the status, if it's out or not. I'm going to just start sending this to the electric company on a every once in a while basis. Say, hey, these are what we're tracking. These lights are out still. All right, and hopefully it brings more visibility. Come April, we'll verify that again, which ones are actually out versus which one we maybe got.
Granny's paying for every light in here. Probably like
We're paying a lot less right now because it ain't on.
No, I thought they paid no matter
Paying
what.
monthly.
I thought they paid for each one no matter what, if they working or not.
I don't know.
That's how it
I'm
used to
pretty
be.
sure how it works.
Stacy, how is that? You know,
I don't really know that.
I don't know. I know that we had
Cause there's no way for them to track,
Yeah.
so they just pay you so much more per month. How it normally works.
Yeah, I don't know. I turned it in.
And we've got a
I'm gonna turn
bunch
it
out
again,
for
and I'm gonna
a
start doing
long
like a monthly turn in. Say, hey, this is still what we're tracking, and say I want to brief it at these meetings. Say
We need,
until they're all fixed.
they need fixed.
Do they send us all one electric bill, or Grandview one electric bill?
No, they get several.
Separate them?
Yeah,
Even-
and the streetlights are normally on just one thing.
Okay, what- So how
And
much
it's
is,
usually, that's the highest bill that we got.
Yeah, and
It's
we're
the
not,
streetlights, parks, and heater.
half of them ain't working.
Streetlights is on the main one by itself. Softball
oh, it
is on
is,
by itself.
streetlights are on Main by itself, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, 'cause it's got a meter down there at the park.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more like this is the status of everything, and they can see it. It'll help them out too. I mean, I'm gonna tell them I'm seeing your monthly status. Hit them until they fix it all.
Yeah, 'cause I'm pretty sure,
Next payment been
Grandview
out
paying for each one,
Almost a year.
they got like a $13 or
I've had a
$15.
bunch of people complain.
Yeah.
Sinkholes around town. One thing we noticed when the snow was out here, if you look out in the old disc golf field, there's a couple big sinkholes. There's another big sinkhole over next to Fat Daddy's. I think a culvert, or not culvert, a drain is starting to give away, or it's got a leak in it, so it's pulling it out. If you all see any, just bring them up to our attention so we can go look at them, put some dirt in them, or if it's worse than what we can do, you know, that's identified at least.
You've seen the one over by the stop sign by our house where the culvert, it's given.
By your
in-
house?
Yeah, given in there by the stop line. Remember I asked you about the bricks, if it'd be okay. to
Oh,
keep
over
them on.
here, not the,
No, by 818
okay.
It's right there at the culvert there by the stop sign line. It's just like, a culvert busted loose or something. It's a pretty big hole there.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at it.
Okay.
Animal ordinance. I know it's been a while since we've been here at the same time to do this. I think we said, I don't know if you get the chance to look at it and everything looked up to date, we didn't change any fees on it. I know we gotta put it in the paper. Does the whole thing gotta go in the paper? Okay, and for 2 weeks, right?
It'll be 2 weeks, I'll double check on that, but yeah.
But
For
the
sure.
whole ordinance goes in there?
Yes.
Alright. Well, as long as it's good to go, I'm ready to post it so we can get this thing active. And it don't change any money, it just clarifies a few things on the louder animals, roosters and guineas and braying animals and the noisemakers, right? So they don't really kick them out right away. Y'all seen it, right?
Yep.
And you know, they have a timeline to get rid of it if they have them now. It's not like instant. So, PZA Plans Commission meeting, right? We had that last week. All our members, we had somebody leave, and Dakota picked Mike Marchand to go to Plans Commission and the BZA. Well, Donna left, and he picked Rob to go in one swap. We need another member of the BZA. We needed another member of the BZA, and at the Advisory Plans Commission, they picked that member out of that group. They picked it, but we need an additional Advisory Plans Commission member from within this group. Doug's already on it. Walker's on it, but it needs to be either you, probably not you, but you all need to vote and pick a member of the Advisory Plans Commission. Alright,
Are these monthly meetings? Or?
no, they're as needed for the most part. They don't take much, but we need a new member, volunteer and then you guys basically first, second. I'm
willing to do it if that be feasible for things.
I mean, I was on it, I stepped down because I was told I had to, so I mean, doesn't matter.
Yeah, she was on it. She stepped down. Donna was, in and out of the seat, and she was a member of the BZA. The BZA is all citizen members, right? There couldn't be somebody on the treasurer or clerk. So That's why when Stacy took the job, she backed out of advisory plans. But if you get into the details, 3 members of the advisory plans commission are employees or elected officials. We got Doug and we got Walker. We need 1 more. So technically, she never had to step down.
No, Stacy wouldn't have had to step down.
She wouldn't have had to, no. But regardless, now we need somebody back in that seat.
So Stacy, you felt like you had to do it because you thought you had to do it, or?
What, step down?
Yeah.
I was told I had to since I
Do you-
took the clerk over.
Do you want your position back?
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter, I mean,
It's up to you. I mean, that's just an extra meeting or whatever you might have to go to, but I
I'm
mean,
usually
you're,
here anyways because
yeah.
I've been coming to stay, you know, in
yeah.
touch with
Well, I
what's
think
going
it's,
on.
I just think it's right to offer her back
Her
if she wants it,
position
and if
back.
not, then Angie can take it. I mean,
I don't care, I'm here anyways.
if we, a motion for Stacy to go back on the advisory plans commission, or for Angie, it's up to you guys.
If Stacy's fine with it, I'm fine with it. I just
I'll
want it
make
to
a
be
motion
good.
for Stacy to be back on that.
A second,
I'll second.
all in favor? Bill Carristello, Stacy, you're back on the advisory plans commission team. Thank you guys for that.
Okay, next trash date, I remember we talked last October about doing it again. I propose we do it the same week that I'm doing hydrant flushing, because I'm here all night long, and I keep an eye on the thing.
Yep.
I wanna do it this time, I would have them dropped off Monday, go ahead and schedule a switch out on Wednesday, and schedule pickup on Friday, it's only Monday through Friday.
Yep.
Not sitting over the weekends like it did last time.
I like that.
But if you guys agree with that, I'll go ahead and set that up and get that in place.
I think with you being here overnight, that would help a lot.
Yeah.
The
We
same
can also-
time as the
Do we
hydrant
wanna try to
flushing.
have
Same
them
time,
block
same
that
day.
off down there at nighttime? I know there still might go around it,
They will, and then,
but I mean, do we wanna
you know.
kinda
we
try
might
to
just-
set an hours on it?
You might
Well,
just call
we
the
can
mayor
set
and she
hours,
can
we
drive
could
you
be a
to
little bit
Get
better
stuff
too
in the
about
grass.
what we want in there, we could put some
That's what I
signs
was
out
scared
there, better than we did last time. And then,
I still don't think
Again,
that's bad.
I think we need to go out in town and provide, like, hey, some notices to some people, this is available to you,
Mm-hmm.
some select ones.
Yep.
Um,
I think post it on the store and, you know, stuff where everybody
sure
always
use
uses it. Yeah.
and then,
Gas station. I
in
was
addition
calling
to
the
that,
store.
after that week is done, and they've had ample notice and opportunity, then we start looking at, hey, trash in your yards.
Yeah.
You know, you will get fines, will start coming out, post this thing, we need to clean up our yards, here's your opportunity to do it
Yes.
without cost to dump, right?
Yep.
And then we go fines after that.
Do we have any penalties on, like renters, rental homes? Like, landlords?
Yeah, we can, I think he's, I don't
That's
know
what
how
we
it works,
need
but I
to
think
do.
you can find the
Landlord.
landlord, or the it's probably a toss-up between who the landlord says, you owe it, you gotta do it. I know, for example, though, like the Blue Apartments over here, trash is overflowing
Out of the dumpster?
out of the dumpster. I know it's based on Republic, but people just missing it. So I called the owner and said, hey, I need you to come pick your trash up. Cause, you know, it's all over the place, and I don't wanna find nobody, right? And it did something, but 2 weeks later, you know.
Same, yeah.
And I've noticed a lot of houses that we've sent letters to before are back the same way. Some of them's even worse than that, and, you know, maybe that will help. Hopefully it
Well,
will.
that's why, and I haven't really been hard on it, but between last October and this April, they've had ample opportunity to get clean, right?
Mhm.
We're providing them the
Yeah.
route to do it, right?
So what kind of fine can we,
There's the fines for, there's ordinances for
I'm talking about the land, I mean,
trash.
landowners too, but I mean,
For,
It's the same as
landlords
it
what
would
I'm
be for
worried
a
about.
landlord.
You would do
Same thing,
the owner of the
like if
home,
it's
you would do
but if the
another
landlord
house,
wanted to
you
pass it
know.
on
Yeah.
to the renter,
Yeah,
they would, that'd be on them.
They
The
pass it
town
on
would
to
go
the
after
renters.
the owner.
owner,
Yeah.
right,
Yes.
that's what I would agree with.
Yeah, that's what it does.
and I think
Yeah,
that's the
that's what
key, because you put a lien on the place if they don't pay it.
Right.
They would have to go to the landlord.
Ultimately, yeah.
You know, it gets hard if people's trash blowing in my yard, you know, so.
Oh, yeah. Equipment servicing. We talked about a little bit before. I told you my transmission on my truck, I mean, it's still good, but it chirps every once in a while. I called And I just hate to go drop it someplace and not have a truck to get around in. I call it a place called Countryside, recommended for a good transmission. If y'all got any more, I can call it set up. I need to get that fixed. I'll be gone for French Lick for a few days next month, and a perfect time to do it.
Chandler might be a good spot. If you check Chandler out.
Chandler,
on the other side,
Mitchell's, is it?
I think it might.
Yeah. Mitchell's,
It's
and
on the
that's
other
another
side,
one I was
just
gonna
right on
call.
the other side there. They said they're really good.
I've heard Mitchell's in this other place.
I don't know if it's Mitchell's or not, but if
I
you
think
don't
it's
think it.
this heading out of Chandler.
Yep.
So I'm gonna call them next and see if we can't set something up. But I have generators, the generator we used last year for that fest, which was a good thing to use it. But it's been sitting there, it probably needs a good servicing. I'm gonna call the company, it's on the number, have them come service it. All our stuff probably needs to get looked at before it goes to something that, we can change oil and all that, but somebody come look at it. Tractor and a Mini. Mini's battery's dead, even though we bought one 2 years ago. It sits out there in that garage and stays cold. And we started up. Turned it off, and had to jump it right again, right now.
Oh, yeah.
But,
You got a dead switch on, or dead, and it's still,
I don't know what's going on with that thing.
cause that's
It just
supposed to
started-
that's supposed to take all the juice away from everything.
It just started again it did good all the way up till, maybe 2 months ago. And it won't hold nothing. We brought it into the other side, the warm side. Oh, maybe it's just getting cold. The same thing. I'm reworking the permit packet. This is kind of important. That thing's gonna need an amendment or whatever they call it, a resolution. Because remember the inspection fee, $25 is what we're charging, $30 is what Todd Hayes charges. It's gonna be really important if Skimmerhorn ever gets that stuff going and all the departments start going up, and we're only doing $25 in inspection, we're gonna be behind on what we owe. Alright, also looking at our packets and in the packet, I'm reworking that whole thing, trying to get the money correct. We're just doing the permit right off the top, but there's a location improvement, or improvement location permit that's supposed to come, that's basically zoning. Does it meet all the zoning classifications? And then the building permit second is like, this is for when you build and all the, hit code and everything. That location improvement permit is like a fee that should go into our funds for things that we have to pay for later on, which right now we're just taking money for the inspections. We don't have anything to go into our kitty for emergencies. And it's not adding any money to any new fees, it's already in there, we've just been doing it wrong. Cause we're just doing building permit, right? But what does need to change is the inspection fee. And I know that would be kinda like the animal one, it's just gonna have to go into the paper, and we're raising it to match the $30 that is charged to us. So, I'm bringing that up, it's gonna be important if we ever start putting all those houses out there.
Yep.
And we already got the advisory plan commission members selected. Pending any questions, that is all I have.
Do we need to vote on anything like that for right now? or-
No, not right now, I'm just bringing it up, and I already reworked our building permit packet
Okay.
to kind of bring it into what the county requires, plus keeping all our information, they have their format. But what I didn't look at was the ordinance. I mean, I've been trying to make, it reads, it's hard to read. It's written back in 1990 was when it was done.
Do we
I'm
need,
trying to make heads or tails of it.
do we need to do anything with the animal ordinance to get it in the paper? Make a motion to.
I think you already moved.
I think it's already been approved. We just making sure it was good to, everything
The
was
language, yeah.
on the up and up, and I think we're ready to put it in paper, and I can send that to you, Stacy, and get it in there.
Another question, I've had some residents, which I told them on the settlements in the toilet and everything, I told them I thought it was just magnesium and stuff built up in the pipes and stuff, and that the pipes would have to be flushed to kind of blow it out, because in our area, it's been pretty bad. So I told them, that I would say something, but that's probably what was going on. It's not,
in the manganese too, especially the last couple of weeks, if you had it kick up, or the water leak, or fish Newton has a leak, or something like that, and it pulls a lot of water and it stirs it up.
Yeah,
So that's why you get periods of sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's not.
that's basically what I told them.
I recommend to anybody who has it, turn on their cold water and let their water run a little bit. They turn on the hot water, so they go in the hot water heater.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna deal with it for a while until they flush their hot water heater. But that's why we're doing 2 flushes a year, also to help try to keep that down.
Well, I think, which it is for us too, mainly you see it in toilets and stuff. And I told them, I said, well, it's settling in that tank, you know, when you flush and everything, it's settling in the tank, so you're gonna see it more then. But I told them I'd check with you to make sure that what I was saying was how it was.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I mean, it's not harmful to them too. It's not, even though.
And I told them that it was.
And if you know, they can think they're stars if they don't live right now in Rio.
Yeah, and they did say that.
Yeah, but they'll be good when they get all their stuff finished. They'll be a lot better off. So.
Okay, I'm assuming you didn't hear anything from Walker on Fire Department or anything.
No, I did not. But
Okay.
Stacey, I don't know if you can bring it up. Post office.
Oh, yeah.
The other day, the post office, the postmaster, whoever, they came down and they looked at a lot right over here next to the library, and they looked at the sign shop, as in like they're trying to nail down a place, right? I don't know, no
Did y'all
decisions.
get what I sent y'all in that one thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
thank you.
just let's throw that out there in case anybody's wondering to get asked. It's still moving in the right direction. I don't know how fast that
Right.
is.
He ain't like they're wanting it. I mean, when I talked to him,
Yeah.
I mean, they're wanting it back.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, nothing from the fire department that I got.
Sounds good. We'll move along. Clerk Treasurer's report.
We can go back up to the parks real quick.
Yep.
I did have a phone call today. There's a lady that's wanting to do a fish pond down at the white line of a kids tournament. Do y'all have any objective of them doing that down there, the kids?
As long as their insurance is paid up.
Okay.
Yep,
She just
yep.
called and wanted
Do they have a
to
date or
Do they-
anything?
April
yet?
25th.
Do they need to sign anything? Just to cover us, or cover Grandview?
No. Nope. I think it'd be
Who
just
did you
like
say that was?
April 25th.
I think it'd be just like anything else. If they had a birthday party down there, they
I
would
get
really.
it, I just didn't,
Yeah.
since they brought it
No,
up.
no. I'm just saying. I don't think.
Yeah.
You know. I mean,
I
they
get it.
want.
What
If there was a whole
time?
family
I'm
fishing down
happy,
there, we
I'm
would
happy
know
if
what was
somebody
going
wants to go
on,
down there
so.
and fish. Do you see it though? The moss already?
What, the moss?
Yes, it's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty bad.
I
Really?
couldn't believe it, it's bad, you know, it's too early for that.
Okay. Well, we'll move along to the Clerk Treasurer's report. Can I get somebody to approve the financials? Motion to approve the financials, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the financials.
I'll get a second.
I'll second.
All in favor? Vote carries 5-0. Thank you guys.
I'm gonna give you this paper here, I didn't give it to you last month, so I just need to same way you stamp it out.
Okay.
You can be what I've done last month.
Gotcha.
I didn't have it.
Okay, any other business while we're stamping those right now?
I did give you the paper from Nathan about Monday's meeting, if anybody wants to.
Yep, I'll be there.
We'll be there.
What is that, Stacy?
Nathan's got a meeting Monday. And
So Johnny
Johnny
Kincaid.
Kincaid from Oprah,
What time is it?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
Might as well.
Who's picking up down there?
Might as well.
So that's probably gonna be the yay or nay, is that what it's gonna be?
Yeah.
A yay or nay, if they give it to us or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got one last thing that I wanna bring up. If anybody else doesn't have anything, are we good? Anybody else got anything to bring up? Okay. Well, I've kinda felt like I've dropped the ball on this a little bit, and so I'll take full responsibility for it. But after going over appraisals from last year, I just felt like, you know, our people that's been working has done a really good job. So I wanted to bring that up and to the board. I would like, if you guys vote on it, I would like to give Walker and Sam a $1,500 bonus, and then Stacy a $500 bonus. If you guys want to talk about it or vote on it, that's
I will make copies.
okay. I would like you guys, if you guys have comments or whatever you would like to do, or just we can move along with this thing. But I just think due to the appraisals and what they've done over this past year and what we've accomplished as a team and what they've all had to do, I just think they deserve something. And I was hoping to get that to them by Christmas, but that didn't work, obviously. So
I got one little thing. All the time they've, extra hours they put in that they didn't even have to put in a few times this fall. I agree with it.
Was they were paid for it though, correct? The extra time you put in.
What, hour?
No, I'm talking about extra time they put in was on their own time.
Okay.
anybody else comments, questions, concerns?
I know that other small towns in the area do the same. And I think if we don't take care of them, there's nothing really stopping them jumping to another small town.
They're valuable employees.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier to retain than retrain people.
And they're also working on their classes,
Right.
On their time too, and that should be a plus for us, or for Grandview.
Right.
Because
I know some
they got to do it on their own time.
there are big
they can't just do
cities
it here.
and towns around us that would pay more than we are able to.
And I feel like, this is just a, small effort to what we can do right now. Obviously, I don't think, we're doing anything that's going to hurt us. Obviously, we have a lot of projects coming up, but.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I was going to say is, I'm not against it in any way, but we are a small town. Our funds are definitely limited. We've had to be out a whole lot more.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to look at it as a resident too. We have to really watch what we're putting out there, because I've been questioned a lot. I don't know if anybody else has or not, but I have been. And I've told them, well, everything has to go through, and we have to make sure we have the money for things like that.
Of course.
It wasn't, I didn't say anything to them, but they knew that we was thinking about giving the bonuses and stuff. And I told them it would be researched and made sure that there was the money there for that.
Yep.
Because everybody knows we're struggling in this town.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's something we have to think of too.
Yep.
It may not be that much, but we are struggling in this town.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more than what some people may think in this town, I know we're all doing what we can. I don't mean that, but we need to realize that, there may be some people that have some issues about it, once they hear about it or whatever, I know some people watch and read, some people don't, but that is something we may need to be ready for, to understand and make sure that it can be covered.
Yep.
And I think that if we do that, it needs to be kind of tabled, kind of like the money we get each year is, we've kind of put a hold on it. So if we go ahead with this, I think it needs to have like a hold put on it for a while. Like we don't next year do it again. And, I'm not saying that.
Well, that's what we have appraisals for. That's the whole point in those, is to do something like this. And if they say they're stagnant all year and didn't do anything, then that's the whole point of appraisals every year for every job that you work. So, so I believe that's why I'm bringing it to the table. Like I said, if you want to vote yay or nay, that's totally up to you guys. And it was a good conversation, I think, and I'm happy, that we have the team that we have. So
I just know they'd be hard to replace.
yes, so
That's where I look at it as.
And little small towns makes more than they do,
Mm-hmm.
even the smallest town. Yeah, and I'm talking about Gingerville.
Talking about,
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I know what John makes in Christine, it's more than we're able to pay here.
So, all right. Well, I don't want to waste anybody else's time on this. So, can I get either a motion, yay or nay, on giving? And it's going to be something that we figure out, and it's going to be on Stacy to figure out where that money's coming from right now. And we're giving that, and I'm giving an open, you know, open wherever she can find it and wherever it is, then she's gonna send that to us and let us
I have a
make that final.
suggestion, can we wait on the vote till after we find out where the money's coming from?
We have the money.
It's there.
We have the money, so no, I wanna make a decision now because, again, I felt like I have failed as the leader of this group right now on making that decision because we had the appraisals and we didn't make the decision whenever we were
I think
supposed
there was
to.
only 3 of us here anyway, so.
Right.
With that-
Whenever we
that
had
was
the end of the year
so-
appraisals, there was 3 of
Or-
us here, so.
That showed up.
I was in surgery.
Was you in surgery?
So,
Couldn't help
but at
that.
the end of the day, we had those meetings and that's what those meetings are for and that's what I'm bringing to the table, so
Yeah.
what decision, if I can get them,
It was a good phrasal, so, I mean, they
Yeah.
was really,
so,
I mean, I would like to give them the bonus.
okay.
So, I'll make a motion to give Sam and Walker a $1,500 bonus and Stacy a $500 bonus
Do I have a
for
second?
this year.
I'll second.
All in favor? It carries 5-0. Thank you guys for making that happen. I think they're well deserving of everything that we can give them.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And again, I do realize we have the money, I'm just covering all bases.
Yeah, they deserve it all. I mean, they're out there.
Yep.
Every day.
And we're making growth,
And they're,
you know.
some places are doing their own time too. I mean, just like anywhere you work, you throw in extra time, and you know everybody knows it. And they
Yeah.
might just take a 20-minute lunch, and I've done it many times, and just went right back to work.
Yeah,
Well,
that makes sense.
that's like the board, we throw in our own time because it's what we need to do, what we should do.
Look,
We
all the
get
time
paid for it too, though.
yeah, we get paid for it, but look, all the time we had to mess with that other stuff.
Yeah, we were meeting
Week
after
after
meeting.
week
Yeah.
after week.
Yeah,
And
so.
Hopefully don't have to get on Monday.
he was involved in that.
Okay, any other business while we're here? I
Any
think,
news on that?
okay. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Please do motion adjourn.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor? Vote carries 5-0 on adjourn. Thank you guys, I
Nice
appreciate
to see you
everything.
back.
Somebody tell Sam to come back out.
Completely ripped
He was
off.
not, I think he was just like,
But, I mean, I
See, we didn't give it to you.
no, I mean, I think he was.
Yeah.
No, that's
Does that mean you like me or don't like me?
Especially when they're talking about you.
Stacy's like, I can't go
Same with
anywhere.
Stacy.
Yeah, I still got the notes on it.
Monday at 8.
Monday at 8.
I can make it as long as without my
Turn
shirt.
off the-
Oh.
How long, well,
Mine's
He said it's gonna be
I
short
can
one,
talk to
didn't he?
Nathan about it.
Mine's
Did he say it was
50-50.
short and sweet?
It shouldn't take over half hour, it's very nice.
Short, sweet.
'Where's Nathan based out of?
He's at District 15.